Tomorrow evening, the spotlight shines on Adelaide as cycling's elite kick off the 2014 Tour Down Under. Ahead of the big bike race, Rob Kelvin caught up with two of the sport's legends, reflecting on the 15 years since our world-class event began.
It was impossible for this race never to be a success.
I always say to myself, why not coming back to Adelaide?
It's grown to become the biggest cycling race in the Southern Hemisphere, our very own Tour Down Under, hitting the streets of Adelaide for the first time in 1999.
The race was a completely new concept. They'd asked the town what did they want because they lost the F1, and the answer was, the town said, a bicycle race like the Tour de France.
It's awesome. I mean, this is par on par with the Grand Prix, I reckon. It's just a huge event.
Europe's cycling elite not taking it as seriously as the locals.
For the riders, the first year was a novelty for them. There was no doubt about it. They were just going to Australia for a holiday. They weren't worried about the race.
The Adelaide Hills are not the Alps like in the Tour de France.
But like that great race, our tour's had its fair share of dramatic moments. This Spectator helped Michael Rogers win after a collision in 2002.
It was a piece of drama, and you need those pieces of drama to make a great bike race.
In 2006, a heatwave tested the riders with 4 consecutive race days over 42 degrees.
And then on other days we've seen almost been awash with torrential floodwater rain coming down.
2008, Tour Down Under becomes the first event outside Europe to join the Pro Tour.
This is the tourism marketing breakthrough that we have wanted for so long.
Then in 2009, perhaps the biggest moment in TDU history, the comeback of Lance Armstrong.
I'm super excited and stoked to be here and looking forward to racing.
And we all know the background now of Lance Armstrong, but this guy was a very special guy during his racing career.
Visitor numbers doubled thanks to his pulling power, but now Armstrong's legacy is all but erased from the history books following his doping admissions.
Well, on a personal point of view, yes, I don't condone anything he's done, but his legacy is the number of people he's introduced to the sport who will never go away.
2012 and the future of local cycling looks bright. A new Australian team, Orica Green Edge, with their rider Simon Gerrans taking out the ochre jersey.
All that's left now is to win the Tour de France.
Phil Liggett's backing an Aussie, possibly Cadel Evans, to take out the great race in 2014.
I don't know, but what I do feel is an Australian will win. And before everybody writes in and says, when's it going to Victoria? The answer is it never will. This race is proudly South Australia.
Rob Kelvin, 9 News.